you believe there looks like for this organization? What does it look like? So before we start brainstorming how we're going to get there, we need to know what's there. So we're going to define there, the city of there. What's going to happen when we're there? What are people going to be doing? What is the state of being? What are people going to be talking about? What are people going to be believing? What are you going to see on a day-to-day as it relates to performance and productivity? What does there look like as it relates to performance and productivity? What does there look like in terms of the culture and the environment in which people are going to be working? What does there look like as it relates to partnerships and relationships? Some of you have talked about that already. We need to take in consideration how or what's the impact to the profitability to there. So the first step is defining, clarifying, and all agreeing to what there looks like with the bigger picture. So that's our first brainstorming. The second step, now that we know what there looks like, or you define for me, the second step is we are now going to compare that to here, or the current state. So we're going to look at the current state in terms of qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative, or I'd say quantitative is first, are the things that are hard numbers, that we know, that are facts in the data that we can compare. This many, this percentage, etc. Qualitative are more situational, subjective data, but all the data we want to collect. Following that, now we know there, we've defined here. Now we're going to look at, so what's the gap? How many miles do we have to go? What is it that we need to rise to or diminish in order to get us there? So we're going to find the gap. And then to get all the stuff out, what are the things that potentially can get in the way? The roadblocks. And it might be a mindset, it might be attitudinal, it might be systems. Whatever it is, we're going to brainstorm all the potential roadblocks. Then we've got the picture. And then from there, we brainstorm the mechanisms that will get us from here to there. Vision of there. On your table, you have there sticky notes. There's a pile of them on the table. For each idea you have, put one idea on one sticky note, and then bring it to the board and put it under the category that your vision represents. So, take as much time as you need. This is an individual activity. Describe your vision of there. Go. Oh wait, we have to have it. Okay. We're committed to there, so what are we going to do about it? Now, when you think about the mechanisms, remember when we did the exercise? It wasn't about, here's an idea for somebody else to do. So it's not there should be no sticky notes that says they need to. So you are they. So what is it that can be done? And remember, make this what if. So don't put restrictions, well, we can't because, and we don't have enough, and we can't nope. Sky's the limit. What can you do? What ideas do you have to bridge the gap between here and there and overcome the obstacles? So in a moment, I'm going to pass out some car sticky notes, and for maybe 10 minutes, I want you to just brainstorm ideas. They can be as far-fetched, and we're not going to analyze, prioritize, we're just going to get the ideas out. Okay? All right, let's do it.